guys are not used to being out in elements. We have a dome for a purpose, but that thing under construction, you could hear a lot of whining and complaining, like, oh, it's cold, it's windy, or whatever. Nothing like that. So they understand that this is just such a critical time for us to be the team that we want to be. Like, it's how we attack each day, and I'm just really just pleased with the attitudes and the intensity we see there.
It seems to me that there's probably a lot of competition right now at a lot of spots. Running back being one, because those guys look like they're getting after it.
Well, everybody's got a clean slate, so for us as coaches, with the exception of a couple of us, we're all new. So it's, hey man, everybody, it doesn't really matter what you did, last year, show us what you can do now. And the backs that, that room's doing a great job. And football, running back, you always need a pair and a spare. And so, one guy carrying the ball 25 times a game in the Missouri Valley ain't gonna last, all season. So, we got to make sure we get a bunch of guys ready, and I think they've all noticed that that's how we're rolling.
One of the coaches we're familiar with is obviously Rick. What was it about him that made you want him part of this staff?
He's a Panther. When we talk about what we're looking for in future Panthers, he's what embodies, the personality and the heart that we're looking for. So every alum that has come through this program has embodied that, and he's no different. It's about each other. It's an incredible energy and enthusiasm he brings every single day. The players obviously love him to pieces, and I'm not even talking about, he's a great football coach. A lot of people talk about, like, oh man, what a great football mind. Yes, like, he is that. But what makes him special is just who he is as a person. Just love having him around.
Well, you've been able to watch all these guys on film, a lot of them on film. What have you now been able to, how's it different when you can see them in person and actually see some of these guys go?
Speed. I love how well we run. We did a lot of timing in the off season, so we knew that we had some fast guys, but then just seeing them out here in pads actually running football-wise, I said there's a difference between track speed and football speed, and the track speed that we tracked in the off season has really carried over. So I enjoy watching our guys run, and QB-wise, there's some guys out there, so we better let it go a little bit sooner rather than later. It ain't going to get there because we can run so well. But I love the athleticism, and then just the toughness. How we're practicing is not for the weak. You got to be on it. You've got to be dialed in. There's got to be lack of focus there's no room for it, because we just need to get reps. We're learning 3 different phases: offense, defense, special teams. It's all brand new for these guys. So the more we do it, the better we're going to get, and the quicker they're going to learn.
Well, you're a quarterbacks guy, obviously. Looks like there's going to be some decent competition there too. From what I saw, everybody looks like they're getting equal reps up to this point.
Yeah, again, I want to give everybody a chance to show me good. Obviously, we had a great last year, and they showed some great flashes last year and again this year. They all have the talent, I think, to be able to play and be successful. When you're thinking about arm strength, thinking about quick release, good decision makers, all those kinds of things, good touch on a deep ball, getting out of the hand quick on screen games, they all can do that. And now it's